I was struggling with lead generation until I discovered these 3 strategies which brought in over 124,000 leads. My name is Steve Nixon, and today I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I did it. No fluff, just deep dives into the psychology, the math, and real-world tactics that you can use starting today. Now, grab a notebook because I'm about to give you the exact steps you need to replicate this. Let's kick things off with something that might sound familiar, but I guarantee you've never seen it done like this. And this is a special type of blogging that turns your site into a lead generation machine from day one. Now, most people think of blogging as this slow burn type activity, something that takes forever to see results. But here's the twist. We combined a special type of SEO with advanced conversion techniques like pop-ups and retargeting to supercharge our results. And this allowed us to capture quality leads way faster than most people do with SEO. So this is how we did it. Instead of going after the same competitive keywords everyone else was targeting, which would have taken forever, we focused on long tail keywords. And these were less competitive, and so they brought in organic traffic very quickly. And we optimized our blog posts around these high intent long tail keywords to attract visitors who are ready to take action quickly. So they'd find our articles and they'd start digging into the site, right? Now, to convert them into leads, a light box would appear after 30 seconds, offering a valuable content upgrade that made what they were reading more valuable in exchange for just a simple email. But we didn't stop there. When people would then go to leave the site, if they hadn't converted yet, it triggered an exit intent pop-up offering another lead magnet. Now, most people, when they do blogging, they can barely get a 1% conversion rate of blog traffic to their email list. But by using the long tail techniques, the light boxes, and exit intent, we got ours as high as 6%. And for those who still had not converted, we would then retarget them with lead generation ads to bring them back. Now, right now, you might be thinking, well, Steve, this sounds great, but I don't have the traffic or the tech skills to pull this off. Well, here's why this is actually an opportunity. First, low traffic isn't actually the barrier that people think it is. So let's look at the math. Even with just 100 qualified visitors a month, if your exit intent pop-up converts at 5%, that's 5 new leads. Now, if you multiply that by 12 months, you've got 60 leads. Now, if each lead is worth, let's say, $500 in customer lifetime value, you're looking at $30,000 from what most people would consider low traffic. Second, tech doesn't have to be a hurdle anymore. Today's tools are more user-friendly than ever. Platforms like WordPress offer plugins that make implementing your SEO, the pop-ups I talk about, and retargeting as simple as just clicking a few buttons. And you don't need to be a tech wizard. I promise you, you just need the right tools. And if you want to really blow your mind, there are now AI-driven platforms that can set up these systems for you with just a couple clicks. So please don't let low traffic or tech concerns hold you back on this. See them as your secret weapon. And by starting small and leveraging these tools that are available today, you can build a highly efficient lead generation system that scales with your business. So now that you've set up your blog to work for you around the clock, capturing leads even as they're about to leave, well, what's next? Well, the leads we've captured are of course great from the blogging, but what if I told you there's a way to bring in a flood of even more qualified prospects without spending a dime on ads? Well, this next strategy is all about leveraging the power of organic video, and it's one of the most underutilized tools out there. You see, most people treat YouTube like it's just this place for entertainment and cat videos, but here's the reality. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world and is an absolute goldmine for driving highly qualified organic traffic if you know how to use it. So by doing it right, we were able to generate dozens of leads per day without spending a cent on advertising. Now, the beauty of YouTube is that you don't need expensive equipment to actually get started. Your phone and just some natural light are more than enough. So what we did is we started by creating videos that answered very specific questions, burning questions our audience had and that they were already asking. But here's the kicker. We didn't just stop at answering the questions and then ended the video. Each video ended at the very end with a strong, irresistible call to action, driving viewers straight to our lead magnets. And here's the results. Our YouTube channel turned into a lead generation powerhouse and consistently brought in organic video traffic that was not just plentiful, but also incredibly high quality leads as well. And it became the engine that fueled most of the top of our funnel, day in and day out. Now, right now, you might be thinking, well, Steve, YouTube sounds great, but I'm not comfortable being on camera. I don't even know what content to create. What do I do here? Or I don't know how to turn YouTube videos into leads. Well, let me tackle these concerns right now head on. First, when it comes to camera shyness and being afraid of camera, you're not alone. This is a very common concern. But here's the thing, you don't have to be a natural on camera to succeed on YouTube. Facing the camera isn't your thing. There are many alternatives, like you could just do a screen recording without your face, slideshows with voiceovers, or even just an animated explainer video. And if you do decide to be on camera, remember this, authenticity trumps production value every single time. People connect with real people, relatable people, not just polished perfections, right? So just focus on delivering value. Be yourself, just help people on the video, and the rest will follow. You do not need to be perfect here, I promise you. Just be helpful. Now, as far as what content to create, well, here's a hack for you. Type your topic into the YouTube search bar. And what you'll see next is you'll see an autocomplete suggestion pop up right afterwards. And those are the exact questions people are searching for. So Google, YouTube is giving you the answers here. Write down those topics and make videos on every single one. So really, the key here is not to reinvent the wheel. Google is giving you these answers. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. So sometimes the best content is just more detailed or updated takes on what's already out there, or just your personal view on a topic. Start by answering these autocomplete questions, and you'll quickly get more viewers who trust you. And then from there, it's just a natural progression to turn those viewers into leads. I'm gonna make it easy for you, okay? Here's your plug and play video making formula. Start with a how-to in the title that directly addresses a problem that your audience faces. Next, deliver somewhere between 2 to 5 tips that they can easily follow in terms of how to solve that problem. Finally, end with a very clear CTA that drives them to your lead magnet. You can keep your call to action very light and easy. It doesn't need to be heavy sales. It could be something like, hey, if you need more help with this, whatever the specific problem you talk about in the video. So if you need more help with this specific problem, check out the link in the description to get started. So just plug that template into your video and you're all set. So now you've got your blog working around the clock and YouTube is driving a steady stream of high quality traffic to your funnel. But what if I told you there's an even more direct way to engage with your audience? A way to build trust and credibility in real time by showing up where your potential customers are already hanging out. And the cool part about it is completely free. So let's talk about my counterintuitive Facebook group lead generation strategy. Now, here's the best part. We actually generated thousands of leads from these groups by doing something most people would never even consider. We didn't pitch inside the groups, not once. Not ever. We only gave. In fact, not pitching or making any offers was crucial to making this strategy work. You see, most people approach Facebook groups with the completely wrong mindset. They jump in, make a few posts, they're disguised as value, or they answer a few questions, but it's real obvious they're trying to sell you something. People can smell that coming a mile away. Then they wonder why nothing happens when they go in these groups, why people in the group start ignoring them, or the group owner kicks them out. Well, what we did is we just did this very different approach. Instead of selling, we focus 100% on helping. We dive into these groups and offer detailed, thoughtful answers to people's questions. We shared resources, gave advice, and genuinely solved problems without ever asking for anything in return. We cared about the people in these groups and we proved that we actually cared as well. And I'm gonna say this again because it's so important. We generated thousands of leads, right? From these groups, thousands of leads without ever making an ask. No CTA, not once, 0 asks given. We just gave and gave and gave. So why was this so successful for lead generation? Well, here's what happened. basically what happened is it created a ton of goodwill towards us within the groups. People started seeing us as trusted experts, people they could rely on for honest and helpful advice, and that we weren't trying to sell them anything. And because of that, they started recommending us to others very naturally without us ever asking. Now, the beauty of the strategy is it's very simple, right? By helping others first, we became the go-to resource in these groups, which turned these communities into powerful lead generating machines, all without spending any money or selling or even making a single pitch. Now, sure, it does take time to build that trust and credibility, but the long-term payoff is huge here. So if you're gonna make some content anyway, why not do it by helping real people inside a group? Plus, the posts that you're making and the answers you're giving are evergreen. So whenever anybody searches for specific resources or questions in the group, your helpful answers will pop up for years. And when people see you in this way as someone who genuinely wants to help and isn't self-focused, they're far more likely to seek out your services when they're ready. This is how you turn just very simple engagement, just simple answers inside forums or a Facebook group into a steady stream of high quality leads. Now, mastering these 3 lead generation strategies is just one piece of the puzzle. To really make them work though, you need to stay laser focused, and mastering your time management, what you do every day, is going to be crucial. It's what helps keeping you executing and keeping those leads coming in day after day. Now, to help you, I've put together a video on 10 millionaire focus secrets that help me stay productive for 12 hours a day. It's been a total game changer for my lead generation efforts. So if you want to maximize your results, you'll definitely want to check it out next by clicking the video either here or here. I'll see you in the next video right now.